Ji.
Om Shanti, sister. Om Shanti. Very welcome back.
Thank you.
We are already online and going live on YouTube. So I believe we'll have our viewers joining us sooner or later. And we're just getting done our basic Om Shanti, sister. Om Shanti. Very go ahead with the session today.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Everything looks good. Can you hear the background music?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Lightings are all fine. Fine. So let's go ahead with the session today.
Yes. Okay. So we start with a brief meditation.
Yes, we'll do that in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, is the background music loud enough, or do you want me to just reduce the volume a little bit?
Little bit reduce.
Okay. I think this is the minimum which we can go ahead with.
Sorry?
This is the minimum volume which we can go ahead with.
Okay.
Okay. So a very welcome back to all the listeners and who are joining us from different countries, different places. Welcome back to Rajyoga Self-Healing Meditation. Wonderful session which you're going to go ahead with, and thank you for joining us from different corners of the world. So Rajyoga Self-Healing Meditation is a channel which is helping out to reach out to souls with spirituality in its own entirety, in truth, and we are trying to reach out to people with a non-profit background. That means we're not trying to earn anything from this channel, and it's all completely free without any advertisements. So thank you for joining us and thank you for supporting us. We are having a lot of subscribers with us who are interested in this channel, and we thank you, and we also would like to request you to reach out to other people if you like the topics which we discuss over here. And today we are touching a very important topic which is very close to all the parents and also very close to children, because they can have a chance to point out fingers towards the parents if they want to listen to this. So we'll go ahead with today's topic. It's a wonderful topic, and we have a wonderful sister along with us who's been on this journey for a very long time from the starting of the channel itself. So the topic today is spiritual child development. So some people can take it as spiritual child and then development, and some people can take it as spiritual child development. Anyways, so Tanika sister, thank you so much for joining us from London. And I believe I can see your clothes. You are feeling very cold over there, and you kept yourself warm. And so is the same thing in Darjeeling. And you have been on this journey with us for a very long time. Almost we're completing 2 years now. And you have been in spirituality for the past almost 2013, I believe, 10, 12 years. So it's been a wonderful journey for you. And you have had so much of experience in spirituality, I believe, especially being a Reiki healer, which adds on to spiritual aspects too, and also being an entrepreneur and also a mother. So who could be the best to share with us this beautiful knowledge of how to raise children, and especially in a spiritual way? And being in a Western country, we Bharatiyas, we understand that there's a lot of attractions of the physical world over there. But slowly, and I think more than Indians and the Bharatiyans, we see that the Western world is more inclined towards spirituality slowly. It's inching towards it. So can we before we go ahead with the session, can we have a very short meditation on this topic itself so that we can prepare ourselves to even move towards or take the first step towards understanding? So let's make a foundation, let's make a base for all the parents who are listening and all the children who are listening to this or who are going to listen to this in the future. Let's prepare a base with a meditation, a short 5 or 10 minutes meditation, so that we can sync
Yeah.
ourselves. So I'll put on
Sure.
the music and you can take us on this journey, sister. And
Yeah.
thank you again for joining us.
Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Let's take a few moments to step aside from the outside world few moments just for myself. Go within. Let's take a deep breath and feel all the energy spread in this body from toes, from my feet, slowly coming up I bring all my energy at the center of my forehead. The seat of the soul. I am a beautiful shining light, sparkling at the center of the forehead. I am peace. I am powerful. I am pure, conscient being. This is my body. My vehicle. through which I perform my actions. I look around myself, my house, the family members, I see them as souls, divine souls, playing their parts through the body. In every interaction, I take a pause and remind myself I value the harmony between us. I value the divinity, the purity in you, in me. In each one. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. That was
Om
a
Shanti.
wonderful foundation for the beginning of this session. And Sister, we touched a few points which are very, very beautiful. Divinity and understanding each other as different individuals and soul. The most important thing which comes to my mind is when a child is born in a family, the first thing a parent might feel is, I want to give the best to this child, or I want to give away everything which I have because it's my creation. And spirituality somewhere tells us that we surely want to give the best. We can guide them, but can we define them? Because spirituality can give us that context. It can differentiate between these two things because we want to maybe at some point of time define their life instead of guiding them. So, can we bring about a difference between these two things? What does spirituality have to say, sister?
Definitely, Bhaiji. You actually touched the core of the bringing up of a child. And I was just before we start touching the key points here. To start with an example, a very recent example, I was talking to a father the other day, and I asked him that what what is it that you do to look after or to raise your child? And he had all the long list. He said, I nearly half of my salary, he pointed out, nearly half of my salary is going towards my baby, and I provide her the best of the clothes, the best of the school, and food, shelter, clothes, anything, environment, physically. I was like, okay, very good. And then I asked him one question, that if given a chance to write the destiny or future of your child, what
Right.
will you write? Just one word. Just one word. Not a big list, one word.
Okay.
And he said, happiness.
Okay.
Hmm? Happiness. I want my child to be very happy always. Always. I want my child, my baby, to be free from sorrows. I was like, okay, there we go. So there was the catch, that
Yes.
yes, we need to ask ourselves that what are we providing? Yes, fair enough. We must look after the body. We must look after the physical materials thing, resources in that cater to child development.
Right.
But then, core, what is the core? What are we desiring? What are we wanting for the child? We would say, each and every parent, I as a parent also, I want happiness for my child. I want peace, my child to be peaceful. So it's the values. We want the values for our child, and but our entire focus has always been the physical providing, the
Right.
physical resources, which is there, which will always be there.
Right.
So there, then I pointed out that we must realize, which again only spirituality has brought into my realization, that who actually we are. You know, I am a soul who works through this body. This is my vehicle, and so are you, so is my child. So we are here to take care of two things, two entities, not just the body, not just the vehicle. We need to ask ourselves, take a pause and ask ourselves, a car and a driver. Can a car look after a driver? Or it's the other way around. If the driver is equipped, if the driver is well knowledgeable, knowledgeful, informative, he can look after himself as well as the car,
Very true.
right?
That,
Yeah, so
that's the fact.
yeah, driver can look after the both, car can only look after the car itself. So here's the catch. Now, the spirituality, as the name itself says, spirituality, the spirit. Who am I? The spirituality actually means the religion of the spirit, religion of the soul. I am a soul whose religion is peace,
Right.
purity, love, happiness. These are all the values and virtues that I am made up of. I have it in me. I just need to bring it out in action. I just need to look after it and take care of it. What spirituality taught me in upbringing of my children, and then helped others, to sum up, because it can be so many sessions, it's very vast. you
Right.
know
It's very vast topic.
it's vast, yes. And parenting, Bhaiji, I was just thinking that, before, even if I ask my Lokik parents that, did you have any sessions, or did you have any books and manuals to read how to take care of me, or how to be a parent, and they will be like, what are you talking about? No. And then go further beyond my grandparents, they'll be like, no, it was so natural, and it was
Mm.
actually, yes, it
Right.
was actually right.
So one more thing I wanted to add over here, and I think it will be something as a reminder to most of the parents who are going to listen to this, is there used to be a Gurukul system in the
Yes,
past. There used to be a Gurukul
yes,
system where parenting was not just limited to your family, but the
yes,
gurus used to actually teach sanskars or good habits, like you were talking about values, and how to be a good husband, how to be a good wife. That is the later part of the life, but there are four stages of growing up. So how to be a good child, how to be a good youth, how to be a good adult, and how to be a good elderly person, or how to be a good grandparent. So those
Yes,
things were taught in the Gurukul system, other than the different mathematics and physics and other things over there. So there was a system earlier, but that system somewhere went away, further away from us. We know the history of Bharat as we were ruled. So that system was taken away. And somewhere down the line, we started adopting a lot of Western systems wherein we were just focused only on the physical, as you mentioned. Looking at the advertisements also, give this food to the baby, or give this education to the child, let him become a good person with good job, good
extracurricular activities.
activities,
Yes,
right? All those things. But somewhere the mental focus or the spiritual focus, or how do I grow out to be a being who can in the future become a good adult, serve the society, good husband or a wife. What does it exactly mean? Also, most of the people don't even understand, because spirituality teaches us that. What is it to be a good husband and a wife? How do I become that? Is it just the salary package makes me a good husband? So there's so many confusing inputs which have been portrayed onto the Indian institution, or let's say it has been overlapped. The Gurukul system has been totally overlapped, and it has been somewhere suppressed, that we became more financially focused, we became more wealth focused, we became more physical looks focused. And that is what the children are learning from even the parents, because it's not their fault.
yes, yes. And to sum up that, Baiji, I, like made 4 points,
Sure.
like just to remember, so that it's easy for each parent to remember and quickly bring up onto
Right.
their mind
In a short span.
whenever. Yes, yes. So
Mhm.
it's read factor, the read formula,
Okay.
READ.
Wonderful.
And it all comes from this meditation and spirituality that I have been practicing.
Lovely.
Read. So the first R, of course, we will go into detail which of each and every point. R. The R is role model.
Right.
Yes. E is environment that we create around our children in our families.
Fine.
A. A is affirmations. How we think about each one of us. You know. D is detachment.
Lovely.
Yes. So slowly and slowly we will take one by one. Read. R stands for role model. We the first the first character, the first role that a child sees is us, the parents,
Right.
his or her parents. And the way we act in every situation, from very minute to very big ones,
Big ones.
they
Right.
are catching, they are absorbing, they're observing and absorbing that
Sobbing.
role. And because now I can easily see around as well in so many families, the children, they don't take a second to say, you also do that,
Mhm.
so so what, look what they are doing, look what my mother does, look how my father reacts, so
Right.
what. It's so common, for it's so easy for the children to say that in a second. So we must check ourselves. Are we the role models for our children? Are we the ones that we wish our child to be as? Because each and every parent, no doubt, each and every parent, they wish the best for their children. And I want my child to be civilized. I want my child to behave in such and such manner, to be polite, to be kind, to be honest, not
Right.
to lie, be peaceful, so on, so many values. But how am I behaving with my husband in front of my child? How am I behaving with my other family members? How am I doing? Do I sit on my mobile when my child is talking to me? Do
Right.
I just, yes, what do I watch in front of my child? How am I presenting myself in front of my child. And that starts from day one. That starts from day one. They are watching each and everything. They are observing and absorbing each and everything. And I would also request the listeners that don't, let's not go to others. Like if I am listening to this, if I want the change, then let me be the change first. What we do normally, we tend to do, okay, I've listened to this class, I've listened to this session, and go to my spouse. Look, you need to change because you need
Mhm.
to be the role model. That is
Right.
fair. That is the second step. It will come. It will come. Why? Because while they see the change in you, it influences. It influences. So
Right.
let me be that. Let me be the first one to take the first step and be the role model in front of my children. It
Lovely.
is very important. Second is E. E, I would say it's very crucial
Right.
nowadays, especially the environment of my house. What are the vibrations of my house? What is it? I remember when I started this knowledge, when I came to this knowledge and realizations, I had this very core feeling and desire, you can call it, that whenever I come into this house, whenever anybody else come and sit here, they should get their answers. Don't know, something was, inside me, that the vibrations should be so powerful, so clean, so pure, that they get light and they get their answers, that they get solutions to their problems. It's in our hands. What else is it there? We go to any spiritual place, religious place. Why do we feel lighter there? What is it that makes us want to go there, sit there, and get charged? Even for the slightest moment, we
Right.
feel that. We feel that. There are also four walls. Here are also four walls of brick and cement. What's the difference?
The
the
environment.
collective the collective energy of that building,
Right.
the conscient energy, the vibrations. Let me create the powerful vibrations of high energy, not low energy. Yeah? You know what, sometimes some of the households we go into, and I can feel the energy is so dense.
Right.
They are not, they're not even fighting in front of me, but the energy is dense. You don't want to sit there for long. It's like pushing you back.
Right.
And some of the households you go to, the energy is very light. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
Bhaji.
So the most important concern which most of the parents have is my children don't spend time with me, or they don't listen to me, or they've stopped listening to me. So one of the reasons could be this, that the environment which they feel when they come back from their school, or they come back from their play school, or whatsoever, is that they feel more comfortable and they feel more relaxed when they're with their friends and maybe even
Yes,
relatives, as compared to being with
yes,
your family members in your room. So
yes,
creating an environment is very crucial, and then the complaint of the parents of they don't spend time with me will be eradicated, I believe. What do you have to say?
yes, yes. Definitely. It all adds up, Bhaji. It all adds up. And also, as you said, that friends, being with friends, and we feel more accepted there,
Right,
the power of acceptance.
right,
It will come, it will definitely come, and it comes with practice, daily practice of this spiritual knowledge of meditation. This is my deepest request or urge to all the parents and listeners out there. Without daily practice of spirituality, of knowledge, of meditation, we will lack in all this. I know how deeply, how desperate we are to look after our children or to raise our children in the best way. And I think that nowadays there's a fear also, Bhaiji, in every
right.
parent. There's a fear that what if my child goes
Mhm.
to such company, companions that is not very good for them. This is
Right,
a fear. This is a
right,
fear because there's so much out there, so much out there. Substance abuse, Children tend to take so much of substance, alcohol,
Right.
others, yeah. And we as parents, there is a tiny little fear also that
Right.
they do not indulge in all that. So spirituality, meditation, God's knowledge, God's light, daily intake will automatically keep me light and powerful, create the environment of my house. So role model is powerful and light environment because the vibrations are spreading. And then whenever whoever, not even a child, whoever enters that zone, that environment is automatically under the influence of that vibration, of
Right.
that energy. In other words, I would call it as a shield, as a protection, which we all want for each one of us that we love dearly. So environment is crucial. Let's start from today. Let's start from today. I believe most of us are already practicing. That's why we are sitting here. We want it. Make it a daily practice. Make it a daily practice, a regular practice. Before we end this session, we will have a short meditation of how to create that environment and spread those vibrations in my house. We will sit and we will practice that. The third one is A, affirmations, positive, powerful affirmations. Now, this can be challenging, but with the right understanding of knowledge, of truth of each one, and again, spirituality as my companion, God as my companion,
Right.
it becomes very easy, very easy. As we practiced in before the session, we practiced in a short meditation. I value myself as a divine, pure soul acting through this body. I value you as a divine, pure soul acting through this body. So, what does affirmations do? Powerful affirmations do it because what happens is whatever we think, there is a creative energy behind that. We are creating that. Each and every thought we hold for each one, we are sending creative energy, create, and then the scene comes according to that creative energy. For example, now most of the parents, they don't take a second before they say now, oh, he's very naughty. Oh, he never listens to me. Oh, she always be sit with her phone and don't have time for me or for family. We say that, right? Normally, what happens is this is affirmations we are giving out. This is creating their like I am stamping. This is who you are.
The mindset
This
is
is
changing because of the
yes, yeah,
informations. But on a
yeah.
negative aspect, contrary to the positive one.
Yes. So now we have to take a shift here and
Mm.
consciously, even if how urging it is for a parent to say that, oh, he's very naughty, stop, pause, consciously take a pause and shift from a negative to a positive, powerful affirmations. He is a powerful soul.
Right.
He is civilized. He is valuing his values, his virtues, his family. Whatever there's the need in the child that you want to create, sit, take a pause, and provide and send and create consciously create those affirmations for your child. It's like a blessing.
Right.
It's like a blessing. And we do contrary, we curse. It's a curse,
Actually,
unconsciously. Nobody wants to do that. But unconsciously, we are sending a negative affirmations for the children who we claim we love the most.
right.
Yes.
I just wanted to add up one more thing. You had mentioned that parents, as parents also, actually the whole all the family members, if they can practice meditation, is beautiful. But as parents, somewhere down the line, when we are complaining like this, or we're finding faults in others, or we're pointing out with negative affirmations, somewhere in spirituality, we've learned that it is a sign of a low battery. Low battery means we don't have the power to accept or to face or to decide or discern what should be the right step to be taken when somebody is behaving in a certain particular manner. So I believe these
That's
powers are
right.
very important and which come through spirituality and meditation, special connection with the creator himself, the source.
Yes, each and every power of the soul, it gets refined every time I sit with myself and with the Supreme,
Right,
because I'm catching the highest, the most purest, and most powerful vibrations. So the more we do, the more we connect, the more powerful we are becoming. And as you also mentioned, the power of acceptance, I think, I believe, and I've seen accepting each other in the family is the first step we must do towards each other. It's the basis of healing also,
right.
acceptance. We go to a doctor, we share what we are struggling with to the doctor, we share our illnesses, with diseases. The doctor never complains. Have we seen any doctor? Oh, why did you do that? Oh, no,
No,
no, this is not right, or you should have done this. Doctor never complains. He accepts the illness as you bring it towards him, and he provides with a solution,
position. Right,
medication, a diagnose, a cure. This is the type of acceptance we need to bring with our loved ones in the family. Power to accept. And yes, daily meditation, daily connection with the Supreme brings this power beautifully out in each and every soul in action. It becomes very easy, very easy.
right. And I believe that is the first step towards making a soul who has come as a child feel loved, because acceptance is the first step towards love. And that's the first step
Yeah.
towards not making them feel lonely, because that loneliness which they feel because of not feeling accepted with their faults and strengths makes them
Yes,
shift their lane towards some new friends, towards maybe a bad company who accepts them
yes,
and
yes.
then pulls them towards a negative side,
Influence, yes.
negative influence. Right.
Why do we have so many suicide cases when the child fails in studies and examinations? Why? Because they fear that they will be not accepted or they will be rejected from their family members. So they prefer that step more easy
Yeah.
than to come and bring that result in front of their parents.
And face them. Yeah.
How sad is that? How sad is that? So we must accept. Again, there is a one point also I would like to mention. Acceptance does not mean to accept their wrongdoings, that okay, keep on doing, I love
No,
you,
it doesn't mean
keep
that.
on. Yeah, no.
No.
So power of acceptance means, again, like a doctor, it's okay, what has happened, it's okay, come to me and I will give you the solution. I am here, all equipped, all for you. I'm there for you. I'm there for you. Let me take care. So guide the child like a doctor guides the patient towards the right lifestyle. Slowly and slowly. First, he cures the patient and then he guides towards a right lifestyle. Don't eat that, don't do that, exercise daily. Yes.
Yeah, and that brings me to another point which has just come to our mind, sister. We tend to sometimes use words, and sometimes we tend to use violence to teach our children.
Mm,
So
mm,
acceptance is a very thin line, I believe, where, moving towards anger in the form of words or even abuses, and sometimes in terms of using violence. So spiritually, we have learned in Brahma Kumaris also that we sometimes need to be strict with them. We need to even sometimes act as a person who's very strict with them. Raise our voice, but only as an actor, but not through our feelings 100%, What do you think about this aspect? Because, we can act out anger, just like on the movie theater scenes, we see people are acting anger. They're not exactly being angry as an actor. So, can that be practiced?
Definitely, I would call it as discipline.
Okay.
And discipline does not, how in army we see that there's always a strict army official who is training so many cadets.
Right.
He doesn't go around beating each and everyone.
Right.
It's the role model. Just by seeing him is like we become
Mhm.
attentive. So that's the role model. That's the energy that we have to present. That's the character we have to be in front of them. I remember in my school days, the principal of our school, she used to just we used to get, after so many, one friend to the other, oh, principal ma'am is coming from the corridor. And the news just came to our soon as the news came to our ears, we just check our uniform, everything is right, and I'm fine, I'm not doing anything wrong. And I just used to wish ma'am and then pass her by, you know so that's the role. That does my role depict that I don't have to go around beat my child. I just have to be that this is the right way to be. And it comes from practice.
Right.
Discipline is a practice. Because that if a child is seeing that discipline with love, with love, you know, with love means acceptance, with love and power. Power is important here. The powerful vibrations that goes hand in hand with right knowledge and discipline and love. If that goes hand in hand, I'm sure the child understand just by looking at you. You do not even have to say a word every time. Don't do this, do this. You would not use, you would not need to use words.
Right. Because I myself, I am discipline. I myself, I
Yes,
am courage. I myself, I am patience. I myself, I am tolerance. When I'm enacting all these things already, I don't need to speak out through words that you also be disciplined. Because I
yes,
am I am an epitome of discipline. I am an example of it. So
yes,
automatically my children will follow in my footsteps, as we spoke about the hero model. The
yes,
first step, the role
yes,
model.
yes. And example of this would be also, I can give two, three examples here. Like whenever we see a courtroom, there is so much talking in the audience and the clients, they are talking, but whenever judge enters,
They all keep quiet.
silence.
Yeah.
Silence. The power of the role, the character itself depicts that, radiates that power. If we go to a satsang, even in Brahma Kumaris, when I sit with a big, a didi or a dadi, it automatically radiates so much silence. I from my house, I go having so many questions. Okay, I will ask this to Didi. Okay, I will put forward this. Whenever I sit there, everything is erased. It's silence. It's the power of the soul. So this power, these powers come with daily practice of meditation and intake of knowledge. The truth. We have to brush, as we said, car and the driver.
Right.
We have to look after the driver, I the driver, my child the driver, and then we have to look. It'll be easy, very easy to look after the car. It won't be, as we say, mehnat nahi hogi. It won't be a struggle
Right.
to look after the vehicle and the car. Let's quickly take up last point, D, detachment. This detachment is, I believe, it's the hardest pill to swallow because we have misunderstood this word for so many years. You know, this is not, detachment does not mean my keep my eyes blind and turn away from my relationships. No, detachment from the myths, the wrong beliefs that we have taken and attached ourselves towards each other. I, as a parent, can control my child. Yes, I must control my child. Why my child is not listening to me? He must listen to me.
Mm.
I am here to build my child's future. I am providing him, so he must listen. No. These wrong belief systems that we have been attached to, we must let go and be detached, be connected to the truth and detached from the illusions, the wrong belief systems. The first connection to the truth I learned from spirituality, from Raja Yoga meditation, is each and every one I interact with is a soul on a journey. I do not have control over in anybody's journey. Yes, so REA, I have provided all that. I have provided a very healthy environment. I daily practice and bless my child with positive, powerful vibrations, affirmations. I create that powerful environment. I am that powerful role model in front of my child. But after providing all that, detach. I let my child go on his own journey and come back to me, bringing all the results, the fruits of his journey and acts. And
Right.
I'm still here to accept it
Sure.
and to provide my child with. This is again, detachment is a result of meditation and knowledge. It's not the first step. It will not come as a first step. It's a result. Yes, brother.
Yeah. So in simple words, if you see that detachment is like a cycle or a circle, and it is connected to my expectations after whatsoever I've done for the child, and
Mm,
expecting something to come back from there,
return.
return. And
Yes.
if it doesn't come, then my first step, that is the role model, it becomes angry role model, it becomes frustrated role model, it becomes
Breaks.
unaccepting role model. So acceptance also
Yes.
washes away because there's no detachment. So
Yes.
detachment is actually a link between the REA.
Yes.
It helps the REA to be intact. Otherwise, my role
Yes.
will totally change. My discipline will go away. My
Yes.
words will be harsh. My acceptance will go away. My affirmations will be again cursing them instead of giving affirmations to them because they did not
Do.
do as I expected them to do,
Or they did not perform
perform.
as well as I expected in anything. In
Yeah.
anything.
I taught them so
Yes.
well. I told him 10 times not to do it, and he still did it. So that is also not detachment. That is also
Hmm.
going to make me feel agitated, right? So I feel, yes, in Bhagavad Gita also is mentioned, and we learn in Brahma Kumari is also through the Godfather, the preceptor of all the preceptors. He says that what you give should not be counted at all as given because you have taken it from me and given it to somebody else. So we are
Yes.
just trustees. We're just, even as parents, I think we're just trustees of those souls who have been given to us or sent to us by the Almighty Creator. We are not the owners of those souls.
Yes. That is so true and very, very important and powerful point. I think we should write it and underline. We are not the owners of our children or any soul.
Right.
We are not the owners. That is
Just
so
trustees.
powerful. Yes, I believe that to make this even more practical in our day-to-day life, the basis of it is how full I am here.
Mm.
You know, how full I am with the virtues, with the values, with the light and might. If I claim I am a soul, I'm a divine soul, how full I am with the divinity. Only then, as I said, and I, because from experience, I have come to this belief now that detachment is the result of the knowledge, of the practice, of the connection with Paramatma, the
Right.
supreme
It's
divine
me.
light.
Sure.
It's not the first step. If I say, no matter how much I want to be detached from the illusions, if I say, let me practice being detached soul from today without this filling up here, it
No,
won't be
it
possible.
won't happen.
It won't be possible. It will be something else.
Yeah.
It will be something else.
It will strain us too much because Either we have expectations, all expectations from the Almighty Creator,
Yes,
Paramatma, or we have expectations from the family down there.
yes,
So
yes.
it's a
It's one or
choice,
the other.
one or the other.
Mm,
And here it can be 100% we receive from him.
yes,
And if we expect that 100% to come from down below, from the family members, then we are putting ourselves in, I would say, in harm's way. In
yeah.
harm's way,
The result is in front of us.
right? We already have it.
In yeah, we have seen it now because we from so many years. I would say from so many births, we have been expecting from each other, from these human entities, human relationships, and
Right,
look at the result.
right.
How down, how low we have come that we need sessions for parenting.
Relinking up. So, can we take a session on relinking up, sister, since you had promised a 5 minutes meditation?
Yes, 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 yes.
Sure.
Definitely, definitely, yes.
So, would you want me to put on a music or we can do it in silence?
Silence, I would
Wonderful.
suggest.
So, no background
Yeah,
music. Wonderful. Let's go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Om Shanti. Let me see myself, a powerful, sparkling light working through this body. As I see myself as a soul, the truth, my original values emerge in front of me, and I feel powerful amidst all the relationships, all the responsibilities and duties assigned to me. As I see myself as a soul, my attention naturally goes beyond this limited physical plane, the pure realization of my Supreme Father, the Almighty, ocean of love, ocean of truth, as I bring my attention to the Almighty Authority, my Supreme Father, I can feel His light and might. I can feel His powers surrounding me and flowing through me, around me. Each and every corner of my house is getting charged with the love and light of the Supreme Soul. Each and every member of my family is receiving this divine light, the highest, the purest. I can feel a powerful aura around me, around my house. I am a very fortunate child of God, always protected under the canopy of His love, His powers. Let me bring each family member in front of me and see them as a divine shining soul, and create a very powerful blessing for each one. You are a fortunate child of God, always protected under the canopy of his love, of his powers. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So
Om
a read
Shanti.
is what we have to read in the mind and keep
Yes.
it in front of our mind's eye so that whenever we come across a situation, we look at ourselves and we see if we are following the read or not. And thank you for this small acronym which you have given us, sister. It's going to help us out. It's going to help out a lot of parents and make their life better in their relationship with the children. Thank you so much for being with us today. And hopefully, if there are any questions by the listeners, we'll surely put them in our comments and we'll answer them in our comments. And if you need another session and if you have any other question, we'll surely bring it about in another coming sessions. Thank you so much. And if you like the session, do share it with others so that they can also benefit from the session. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you.
Om Shanti. Signing off now.
Om Shanti.